Hi, my name is Elizabeth Miller. I'm choosing to do my project on an amazing friend of mine named Carl Ford. He is a freshman at MSU and we live in the same house. We have very different culturally different lifestyles. For my first interaction, I want to base it on our racial differences. I'm white and he's Cuban. I was thinking about following him around MSU for a day and going to more culturally different city like Detroit, so I can see how he feels. I want to be in his footprints and experience the stereotypes. I chose following him around MSU to see how he feels on a daily basis. This will let me see how he interacts with others and how others treat him differently with his cultural differences. The other option of me going to Detroit will put me in his place, so I'm the outsider, so I can see how he feels every day. Almost like I'd be the Cuban and he'd be the white person. It will let me feel awkward and let me like be more in his. Carl is culturally different from me in a lot of ways. He is Cuban. He speaks Spanish with his family, making him bilingual, and I only speak English with my family. His food is more different than mine. His diet consists of beans and rice. It is influenced a lot from Spain, therefore it has a lot of pork and beef. My diet consists of more already processed foods like bagels and bread, vegetables and grains. I eat a lot more frozen foods and not more fresh. His culture cares more about being social and fun, and I've been raised to always have priorities such as education and my religion. His culture is more it's more stereotyped in this world. Being Cuban is not the norm, but being white is the norm in America. I'm associated with drinking, pierogies, and having really big families because I'm Polish and I'm from a Catholic family. While because he's Cuban, he's associated with crazy things like being Republican, being illegal, wearing gold chains, being in the drug cartel, owning liquor stores. They're associated with having really aggressive men. I'm really interested in learning if how he's stereotyped and what he has to deal with on a daily basis. I think in society he's used a lot, he's taken advantage of just because he's Cuban. And I don't know much about the Cuban heritage, but I honestly am so excited to learn and see what it's like to be in his footsteps. Carl is originally from Bushwick, Brooklyn in New York City, which is a dominantly black and Hispanic neighborhood. He moved to Southwood relatively recently, and that's mostly black people. He moved to East Lansing this year to go to MSU, and it was more of a cultural shock from him, from being he's around so many white people now. And when I was young, I lived in Sterling Heights, which has a lot of Arab people and white people. And then I moved to Lake Orion, Michigan, which has, it's just a white suburban. In each class, I maybe have max of two black kids and maybe a Mexican. There just wasn't a lot of differences culturally. And when I came to Michigan State, here has so many more differences. In my classes, there's more black people and just way more different cultures. And it's weird because for him, this is less diversity because there's a lot more white people. But this at MSU is a lot more diversity, a lot more different cultures. When we got the scholarship that we did, it brought us together where we're under the same roof. We have such strong different views, but we have so much in common. Just we have so many differences. His priorities are going after girls, making money, and school, while mine are family, my Catholic religion, and education. And in this project, I really want to just see what it's like in his footprint. So the official plan is for next weekend, we're going to explore shops in Southwest Detroit. This is where a lot of Cubans and Hispanics live. We plan to make this a day trip, preferably on a Saturday in the upcoming week. We plan on interacting with locals. He has a lot of friends there. Stop by a Hispanic restaurant for lunch or dinner and venture in local stores.